Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we're going to make a bracelet here. I'm using a template for a single-stranded 16 string bracelet with 8 colors, and we are using that swatch that I put together yesterday because these are the colors I plan on using. Um, so put the light blue in the very center, and then the slightly darker blue outside of that. So we're making a diamond in the middle, and I want to do the elongated arrowhead is essentially what the pattern is, but I don't want to go too big of a diamond. I think that's probably good right there. And then this will come out like this, and one out there. So this time I'm gonna have to kind of draw it out on both sides, just so I can make sure that I'm doing it right. I only have to fill in a quarter of it to get the underlying lines, but yeah. So this is kind of how the elongated arrowhead looks. It goes much further out. Maybe I can do only 1/4. I seem to have finally learned how to do this. So there's our red. Nice. Next one is orange. Now I don't know how, if these colors are going to get balanced out at all. I'm guessing probably not. It'll be a very interesting one to make, I am sure. So this is like the regular little part of an arrowhead, and then it goes like this, and then it skips one and goes there. It's pretty neat. I definitely like it. So that was the orange. Next is yellow. Yeah, I wasn't sure where the colors were gonna end with this or how it would work out. So there's our yellow. Next is green. Oops. The next green would be outside of the. Oh no, it would be the little diamond. So there's one right here. Okay, fair enough. Next is our blue, which was at the very middle of it. I was afraid we weren't going to see it again, but it comes into play, if only for a little bit. And the darker blue gets just a little bit as well. And then the purple is out here. So now it's a case of, again, do the easy part, right? We only have to concentrate on this top right. So a little bit harder getting out there, but we know that this red here turns, so that's easy enough to kind of see and figure out. Sometimes if you hit the little boxes just right, it makes the color turn really weird. I don't know what the actual cause for that is, but it happens. So it's a pretty small diamond in the center, and then kind of the other colors do kind of wrap around it, but it kind of gets into the pattern kind of quickly, which I like. I have never actually made this pattern before. I've done some stuff with the elongated arrowheads where I made tubular bracelets with them, but this is something new. This is different. So this is the orange. This has got a lot of zigzags going on in it, and this would definitely not be at all beginner friendly. I honestly expect this to be a bit of a challenge. But it's going to make a really pretty bracelet, so that's cool. You see, I'm not going any further with this because I want the ones that I can see, the ones that are easier, done first. So it's just a little bit easier to figure out like where I'm going with it. So I guess this is where the yellow goes. So 8 colors, 16 strings, all single strands. We're not doubling this up. That's the way we get a little bit more pattern out of it. Okay, there's our yellow. Can we do... Yeah, the yellow comes all the way back this way. Next is green. Yeah, we can kind of figure out where it goes. Back up here. I was gonna just go ahead and fill all of this in without actually showing you how it was done, but I realized like this is a little bit complicated, and it might make more sense to you if you actually could see like how I'm gonna fill it in. I don't necessarily have to fill in all of it for you, but you can kind of get a gist of how I'm doing the ones that I can kind of follow the line, and then because we've already filled in other parts, we can see which way it goes. There's a couple places where it's like, you know, it could go one way or another, but we know that the color should kind of travel alongside of the other one. Like if, like this dark blue is going to travel alongside of the lighter blue. Like this. See how we have the lighter blues here? They follow each other along as it goes. The light blue bounced over here, the darker blue is doing this sort of same thing. It's kind of a way of knowing if you're on the right track, but see it end up right where it needed to be, right here at that blue. So, and then this purple here, almost everything else is all filled in. It starts to, we didn't do a whole lot up there yet, so. Oh no, the purple goes over here. This is the blue. And then the purple. This pinkish purple. You can see it's following along the edge of the other purple. That goes there. Our red is next. There's our red, and next is our orange. And then our yellow. And those are all our colors. That's all filled in. We can hide our little swatch now and grab our select tool. Select that whole top area, Control C, Control V. Flip tool, flip it on that axis, go over here and anchor the floating layer and merge it down. Get our select tool again, get the whole top half. Control C, Control V, flip tool. This time go to the horizontal line and flip it. Again, to layer, you have to anchor the layer and you need to merge it down to make it all one image there. And there we go. There is our bracelet. I did not expect the reds to be so dominant on this. I kind of didn't know where that would kind of play out, but wow. That is going to make for one very, very bold looking bracelet. I'm looking forward to making it. Hopefully you guys are too. Quick shout out, thanks to all of my YouTube members for making this possible. Without their help, I wouldn't be making these videos on the daily like I do. So thank you guys so much for that. Yeah, from the strings to the microphones, you know, I really owe it to these guys. So thank you. And I'll be back tomorrow with making this. So yeah, if you haven't already, hit the like button. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.